Welcome back. Today's crash course is the Crowne Plaza, Kuala Lumpur City Centre. Let's get started. This location has a large, spacious lobby and a very helpful staff down here. You got to be careful. Don't get too close to the door or they're going to open it. We'll take a quick walk around. That's the concierge desk. You can stop by and ask them for assistance on all kinds of things. Nice sitting areas down here. I like how they have the high backs on these chairs. Gives you a little sense of privacy. Here's the bar, and we have a small commissary down here at the end. Bathrooms are located there in the back. And some nice private seating areas if you're having drinks with others down here. Very nice. Let's go take a look at the room. IHG did upgrade me at this location, but they didn't upgrade me to a suite. But with that being said, no complaints. I was actually waiting for my lounge access to arrive, and they went ahead and gave it to me here at this location, which was nice. I received the email a couple days later, so we'll be able to show you the lounge. Little sitting area there with the desk worked just fine for editing videos. You got your extra waters and your kettle. I like that they have little plates and extra cups in here. And of course, the refrigerator. While this wasn't a suite, it did feel quite spacious. Had plenty of space. It's just myself traveling, so no issues there. Nice comfortable bed. Plenty of outlets on both sides. Up here we have the closet area. Hangers, you can see the travel vest hanging there. And a nice little area down here to set your luggage. I like that. Full disclaimer, it took me a little while to figure out that this was here. I was like, where the heck is the safe? It's here. It's right there. So you have the ironing board in here. Along with the hair dryer. A drawer for you to conveniently leave stuff behind, I guess. Nice iron, and of course, your slippers. Let's take a look at the bathroom. This location had the bidet as well as the gun. So plenty of options there, I guess. Nice large space as far as counter area there by the sink. Nice walk-in shower with the rain head above and the wand there on the wall. And a large garden tub with a window. I guess this is for putting on shows, not sure. Here's the fitness center. Lots of machines in here. A wonderful view. Just this is up on the 33rd floor, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but it's in the elevator. You'll see it right there. But look at this view. Nice place to work out. We'll go take a look at the pool here in a second. Got your free weights. They had water down here, exercise balls, yoga mats, you name it. Plenty of space for you to come work out. Here's the pool. I ran up here after it just rained, knowing that there'd be fewer guests. Luckily, there wasn't anybody up here right now. We can just get some good footage. Plenty of seating areas out here. If you want to be partially shaded, they have that right here in the corner with the slats going over the seating space. I really enjoy how they put so much green. I know that takes effort, especially up here, I'm sure, but it is a nice effect. And a large pool there. Look at the view out. More comfortable seating by the pool. You can see the attendants out here getting things ready. There's showers right here on the wall to the right. The bathrooms are conveniently located inside, right between the gym and the pool. You have the little shallow pool here off to the side. And your own personal death view. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, you can come over here and look over the edge and look down. That's enough for me. But if that's your thing, you can come up here and it's just part of being here. So great view. Look at that. Nice large shared workspace here. You just check in with the attendant there right as soon as you come in. I always checked it out. I filmed this a couple times right after breakfast. There was no one down here. We have conference rooms you can reserve. I don't think it gets too busy. I'm pretty sure they'll have some spot for you if you need to come up here and get some work done. Hi, Bill here. If you're getting any value out of these crash course hotel videos, do me a favor and click like and subscribe below. It really helps the channel out. Thanks. Now let's get back to the video. We're about to get to my favorite part. Ah, yes, my favorite part. Breakfast. Once again, plenty of selection on the fresh juices. You have coffee and lattes you can make there on the machine. You can tell I was excited. I had to literally slow this video down because apparently I was running this morning. I don't know what that was about. Probably just excited about breakfast, I guess. But the selection here is outstanding once again. It's just good food all over the place. These pastries, oh my goodness. Get yourself in trouble right there for sure. Plenty of hot dishes as far as like rice and noodles. Just a good selection of Western, Eastern, and Indian foods. We'll take a couple walks down the line here on different days to give you an idea, but you can see just outstanding selection. They change the choices up day to day. If you can't find something to eat here, you are one finicky eater. Okay, I guess this is a coming soon. Oh, fried noodles. Someone please lie to me and tell me that's the new health food. If you're a boring person and really want cereal, they've got you hooked up right here. I have not ate cereal while I'm on this trip, but I'm sure somebody enjoys that. Got little sandwiches and pre-made things. They always have the yogurts and the smoothies up here. Bill, stay away from the pastries. Stay away. And plenty of fresh fruit. And they change this up every morning. Just great selection. Here's a couple of breakfasts I had while I was there. Changing it up. Try to keep some fresh fruit in the mix every day though. The noodles. Yeah, that's probably going to be a problem. Let's take a look at the lounge. If you have lounge access, it is a nice spot to get away for sure. And the staff up here are outstanding as far as explaining things and showing you different options as far as what you have available to you, which is a great selection. You can see, come up here and get a soda, fresh juice, coffee. In the evenings, they'll have alcoholic beverages if that's your thing. They always have different appetizers and dishes up here for you to try. Everything's always outstanding. They'll be more than happy to explain to you what the selections are, what they're made out of. And the chef literally comes out and talks to you about this stuff. So I'm not sure what else you could ask for. They put these little desserts here on the end. Hint, I did not try one that was not amazing. They were all very good. Here's the selection from another day. You can see right here. Look at that, helping me out to film. What more could you ask for? Seriously, the staff were very kind up here. Oh my goodness, look at that. Very nice. It was just good. Can't complain. So here we're going to walk to a restaurant that literally is just like 5 minutes from the hotel, if that, maybe 3. I try to show you places that you can walk to eat, and the weather in Kuala Lumpur really wasn't cooperating with that. While I was staying on the Crown, we were getting evening showers every night, so I chose a couple of the local spots to show you here. Very close walking distance, right across the street. It was a nice atmosphere here in this restaurant. I got a seat up on the second floor, and there were folks out here enjoying their hookahs and just relaxing after a long day. It was a very chilled vibe. This and the meat skewers were great. I enjoyed that. I found I really like this Arabic food since coming to Kuala Lumpur. Now, this second spot, I'm going to admit, the walk had me questioning whether I should be doing this, but it's really because, well, you'll see here at the around the corner, they're doing construction. So I highly suspect if you come back in 6 months, this will be a much easier walk. With that being said, if you go do this anytime soon, keep your head on a swivel because obviously there's traffic right here and you don't have really a designated walking space as a pedestrian. But I will say, I came here twice, so that should tell you all you need to know. Is it worth the walk? Yeah. Just pay attention, you'll be fine. Yeah, this building here on the corner, I'm sure that they'll renovate it and change it to something like probably another little restaurant or something. It looked crazy when I first walked by, but then the second time I came by, the construction guys were all out there, and I was like, oh, this makes a lot more sense now. With all this being said, it's still like a 5 minute walk from the hotel. I just couldn't turn down the chance because I saw it on the Google Maps, and I haven't had like traditional American barbecue since I've been on the trip. And this place gets great reviews on Google, and you're about to see why. Okay, we come around this corner and things start looking a little better. I'm like, okay. Have a nice little coffee shop up here in front. But what we're concerned about is in back. And that truck back there, they literally were unloading wood. Look at that. That brisket was tender and juicy. The sides were all good. I had like a strawberry drink with it or a watermelon drink. All of it was great. I'm going to wrap this video up right here. Do you have a suggestion for a hotel or a restaurant in Southeast Asia that you'd like me to check out? If so, leave it down in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with our latest Crash Course videos. I appreciate your time today, and until next time, farewell. Thanks.